Welcome back. As I mentioned, we have Lenny Ross here, who is the president of United Mutual. Well, welcome back. Nice to see you.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
And you've survived another meeting.
Yeah, another meeting.
Well,
yes.
that's good. You keep coming back for more, which is great. We're happy to have you, and thank you for filling us in and giving us an update. So I'm just going to let you go ahead and just kind of go, bit by bit, and kind of give us an overview.
Okay. And wherever you want to ask a question, feel free to ask.
I will.
Okay. So first, I wanted to introduce our new board of director. Her name is Sue Quam. Mm-hmm. She was just elected just a few days ago to our board, and she has a lot of experience in policy development, legislative efforts, communications, and administration. Mm-hmm. Also, Director Allison Bach, who's a current director, was installed as second vice president following the resignation of Reza, who resigned from our board a few months ago.
Okay.
And we did place on 28-day notice two resolutions. One of them was Architectural Standards 35, or they were 35 and 42, which call out processing fees for 1- and 2-story units that are requesting solar panels.
Oh,
so as more people request solar panels, there's new fees involved in doing that, and new applications and so forth.
Right. Now, before you go on, yes, I will ask you a question regarding the 28-day notice.
Yeah.
So what ends up happening is it's evaluated for 28 days, and then residents can come and talk, like request things, or what happens during that time?
That's right. So the board votes for the resolution to go to a 28-day notice.
All right.
And during that time, between the first meeting and the second meeting, we entertain people's responses regarding regarding the measure, and then there'll be a final vote at the second meeting to either pass it or not pass it.
Okay, so I would imagine that some of the units, can have solar panels, but is that something that is kind of a mutual? Like a mutually agreed situation, like maybe a lot of people would like them. Yeah,
and they're welcome to apply. Okay. Anyone can apply, even if you have shared roof situations with other residents, which most of us do.
Okay.
And there's the fees and the rules specify exactly where the solar panels are to be located, and how they even have to specify when they need to be removed when they're doing new roofing to allow for the roofing. Mm-hmm. So there's all these rules relating to solar panels, and it's very clearly done by maintenance department.
Okay.
And so anyone wanting to get a hold of that information could easily access it.
Okay,
on
good.
the Laguna Woods website.
Yeah, I was just going to ask her. That's under governance, and they can find the documents there.
Yes.
Okay, fantastic.
Yeah. And then next is we passed a motion to adopt the anti-harassment policy. This policy is for United only. Mm-hmm. We tried to go with a policy that would use that would include Third and GRF. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get there, but we did go ahead and adopt a policy, but it's only for United only.
Right.
So we have our own policy now.
Well, that's all right, and then the others will come along with theirs. So maybe they're using you as a guinea pig to see how it goes.
That's true. That's true. The others actually have their own policies.
Oh, perfect.
So
okay.
They're in good shape. We also had a March town hall that dealt with the values of employing trusts to protect wealth for heirs of our residents. And I think that's a real important town hall because we had a guest speaker who has a lot of experience doing trusts, and they explained the value of the trusts. And because if a person doesn't have a trust, only has a will, then their property goes into what's called probate.
Right.
And in probate, a lot of the estate ends up going to attorneys that they don't even know about, and it could take years to resolve. Yeah. So we think it's vital importance to develop a trust, have a trust, and put your property that you have in Laguna Woods into that trust.
Exactly.
It's very
exactly.
important.
It is very important. Good idea.
And then April Town Hall will highlight about repairs covered and not covered by our HOA. So that's another important town hall because there's a lot of confusion as to what is covered and what is not
Sure,
covered in maintenance. So that we'll look forward to that.
Okay.
Additionally, the Ad hoc Investment Committee will consider whether it can move forward to supply loans and or refinancing to residents. This is really important for our United Board because currently we don't do loans now. We don't have refinancing because our property insurance is not as high as it needs to be to allow for Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac to provide us loans.
I see.
So therefore, we've decided to start this ad hoc committee to see if it's feasible to develop loans, because what happens is a lot of people have lived here, 20 or 30 years, and they have a lot of equity in the properties in United co-ops, and they run into medical bills or other bills, and they can't refinance, they can't get a loan. So we need to we need to refinance so that they can pull some of the money out of their properties and use it to pay off their bills.
Okay, but a normal bank won't let them do that because of the insurance coverage you said is not as high.
It's not as high as it needs to be.
I see, but that was only, what was that, within the last couple of years that was the case, right?
Yeah.
Well, you'd think they'd work with you at some point.
But the good point is that it hasn't affected property values. Still, co-ops remain pretty good pricing, and so that hasn't affected sales or co-op pricing.
All right, fantastic.
Let's see, next item is so today starts the budget process for 2024.
Oh, yay. I know how excited you are.
It's very exciting. So it's important too to welcome our residents to these meetings because they're open meetings. And today starts the first all boards meeting. It starts at about 20 minutes from now in our boardroom. And there'll be another one on Wednesday at 9:30 in the boardroom. And you're all welcome to attend. They're important meetings because they're going to establish whether we're going to need to increase our HOA fees.
Right.
And so this is a 5 to 6 month process starting today.
Right.
But you're all welcome to attend those meetings.
Right, and also I believe some of those meetings are virtual as well, so if they wanted to follow along, they could go ahead and do that as well.
They are, absolutely.
Perfect. Oh, and a couple of celebrations are coming up.
And then there's Earth Day celebration, April 20th from 1 to 4, and in Clubhouse 1. And so that's a good time to come out and see your fellow residents and talk to them about how we keep our environment as clean as possible. And so that's a good opportunity.
Okay.
A good celebration. And then there's also a spring real estate forum on May 3rd from 3 to 4:30 where the realtors will be together to hear about our current rules, new processes for working with the realtors in our community.
Oh, and I'm imagining they'll give you an update on what's happening too, because there's been a lot of speculation that home prices are going to go down, but who knows, because our interest rates are crazy. I mean, there's so much going on. So that's a great idea to have them come out and give you an overview.
There's also a lot of confusion between realtors that practice in Laguna Woods and those that don't. They don't always know the current rules, so we encourage all the realtors to come out for this training.
Well, so if a resident has a realtor that not necessarily specializes in the woods, bring them along.
That's right. Bring them down. And then we have, let's see. Oh, I wanted to mention this. Very important. I should have brought this up first, but for those that need social services, it's a very important function that we have here in Laguna Woods. We have employees, I think it's a staff of around 5 employees that have a lot of experience with social work and social services. And they provide excellent services to our residents in need. If you want information about social services, you can contact a general manager at vmsinc.org. I thought I had a telephone number for someone, but I guess I don't. But you can contact that by email and request help with any kind of social services. I actually was reading the Village
Brand
Breeze.
new Village one, yeah, it just dropped.
Yeah, and on page 20, it lists some of the social services that they provide, and I'll just read from it real quick.
All right.
With the help of social services, a resident can access a range of assistance that can get them through a difficult period. Key among the help available is temporary financial assistance that can pay for caregiver services, an unexpected prescription not covered by insurance, a high electric bill, dental services, or medical care, or hearing aid repair, and more. Also available for those experiencing difficult times are grocery and gas cards. So that's just, and they do Meals on Wheels as well.
Exactly.
So all of those services are available through social services, and we encourage those who are in need to contact them and seek them out because they're available for your benefit.
Well, exactly, and they work very closely with the foundation of Laguna Woods Village, who everything is kept confidential, so if you ever needed something, you can contact them. They'll find the resources for you and they'll help you out. So perfect. There's been a lot of discussion about our social services, and Susan McInerney over there has been doing a fantastic job. Yeah,
I was hoping to bring her phone number with me, but I forgot it. But
well, we will do that. We will go ahead and get that to everybody right after we have.
If you could do that, that would be great.
Absolutely, we'll do that for social services.
Her name was Susan.
Susan McInerney.
McInerney.
Yeah,
that's right.
All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate the information.
Okay.
Great job, and keep up the good work, and good luck to you on all the budgets.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Because I know it is a long process.
Thanks to everyone too.
All right. If you need more information regarding social services, or if you want more information about anything that Lenny has discussed, you can always send an email to generalmanager@vmsinc.org. We will go ahead and forward that email to the appropriate person. And then, of course, you can always go to their meetings the second Tuesday of every month at 9:30. We'll be right back.